Here we are at the Highlands, which is another Crescent community located in Pickens County. It's actually in 6 Mile. Great thing about this community, it's only about 15 minutes from Clemson, 15 minutes from Seneca, and 45 minutes or so from downtown Greenville. This would be the closest development of any community on Lake Keowee that you could get from Greenville. So a lot of people like it for that reason. The other reason is we're in the Daniel High School District. Daniel High is getting ready to build a new high school, and I know a lot of folks would like their kids to go there. Great sports facilities, just all around great school. Let's head on in here and let's see what Highlands has to show us today. As I said, we've come on into the Highlands now, and as you can see, we've got the old homestead of the Gaines family up here. One thing I find interesting about this is you look at this old fireplace. You see a lot of fireplaces like that today where they just stack the stone, and how good looking that is. That really dates it, and I think a lot of people are going back to that. But again, you find a lot of history around Lake Keowee and the different parks. So again, just one of the great things about this area in general is being able to visit areas like this and go to the different parks. Let's head on in here and see what we've got to show you inside the Highlands today. Here we are at Lot 56 in the Highlands, Pickens County, Lake Keowee, Crescent Development. This is a great lot. First of all, you've got a continuous slope going down to the water. On the right side, you'll notice as we come over here, the owner has already cut a drive down to the build site, already have a dock in place, riprap, and just a great setup. Again, what I like about this property, there are about 3 things. One, it's on a cul-de-sac. I like any property on a cul-de-sac, gives you a little more privacy. Number 2, as you can see behind me, you've got very nice trees, mature trees. I'm a big fan of that. I like a property that's not going to have a lot of maintenance issues down the road. And you know, the third thing I would say is the steepness of it. It's not bad at all. It's more of a gentle graduating slope going down towards the lake, which a couple things. One, it's going to give you the option to do a lower level basement. Helps you save some money. You got a lot of space down there, whether you want to use it just for storage or for extra rooms, big game room, that type of setup like we have at my house. And the last thing I'd say, because of the slope, you know that when you get to the dock, you're going to have deep water. So let's head on in here to the build site, take a look at that and this wonderful dock setup, and we'll go from there. Okay, now we've come down towards the middle of the property. As you can see, I'm on a drive that has been cut out. They actually have a little circular drive coming all the way down the property, so it makes it very easy to come in and out. Certainly, if you're not ready to build a house and you want to use the property for the weekend, which we find that is very popular around the lake. So as you come on down here, you could certainly park right here. And I believe that if I were going to be building on this property, the back of the house, you know, would certainly be sitting right up in this area. Again, you've got the great slope for the lower level, very easily done here, but have the house come back with the deck about probably right in this area with the steps going down to the dock. Now they've got a nice deck set up over the water, a hydro lift. They've already got power down to the dock along with water. It is covered, and that is ironwood. So you've got the highest quality of wood on that dock. Great setup there, and then the shoreline is riprap. Let's head on down to the dock, get a little closer look at that, because this is a great property and certainly one I know you'd be interested in. But let's head down to the water. All right, here we come down for the build pad down towards the dock. And we're talking about only about 75 feet from, I think, where the back of the house sits and the dock itself. Now, as you can see, as I talked about before, this dock has a deck, and these things situated like this are no longer allowed, so it is grandfathered in, and certainly a bonus to be able to have a deck up here and watch the kids when they're out swimming or just whatever, set up a grill, something for a late afternoon cookout. As you can see behind me, we do have a hydro lift. We've got a nice a box there to keep your boat toys in and tools and different things like that, in very deep water. I would say behind at the end of this dock, you're probably looking at least 15 to 18 feet depth of water, and the lake's even 4 to 5 feet down today. As I said, the lake's this land has already been riprapped on the entire shoreline, so you got everything you need down here in the water. You just need to buy it and put a house on it. So great situation. Get in touch with us, 864-945-0370. Call me, let's talk about it, get together and show you what other wonderful properties are on the lake, but this one's hard to beat.